Hey, I can hit. What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Gonzo Sports Room. I'm Chris. He's Steve. Hope everybody's having a good Monday night. Had a nice weekend this weekend. You have a good weekend, Steve?
Yeah, man. I had a pretty good weekend, man. It wasn't too bad. You know, watched a little bit of the Masters and stuff like that.
I watched Masters. Dude, I had a great weekend. Saturday, got up, watched Masters all day. Went over to my dad's, watched night one of Wrestlemania. It was real good. Sunday, woke up, watched Masters all day. Watched Matsuyama win it.
Yeah.
Went over to my dad's, watched night two of WrestleMania. So this was a good weekend of sports.
Was a good weekend.
Watched the Reds. Reds unfortunately got their ass kicked twice this weekend, but
choked it.
hopefully they get back going tonight against the Giants. I'll watch that game later on tonight.
They're gonna get back on that groove, man.
Man, fuck, dude. They started looking like last year. Can't hit the fucking ball.
I know they was hitting the fuck out of the ball for a minute when we was watching that shit.
Bunch of fucking
They was
bullshit.
hitting the shit out of the ball. Dude was hitting a home run first bat of the game every damn time.
But the first thing we're going to do for this episode is we're going to have we're going to do a WrestleMania recap.
Let's get it.
We'll get my dad
The
a
one
call.
and only Tony Gonzalez from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here.
Yeah, I can hear pretty good.
Hello?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
What's up,
Now
Tony?
we got my dad on here. We got Steve and me. We're going to go ahead and let's start with the first match of WrestleMania. What did you think about the Bobby Lashley against McIntyre?
I thought it was a real good match. A little bit surprised they had Lashley keep the belt a little bit, but I thought it was one of the stronger matches.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. I liked it, but I was disappointed that they didn't let McIntyre get the win with everything he'd done for the whole year with no fans. And then I thought they'd let him get a big pop at WrestleMania with fans.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought, and I think things were kind of threw off, anyway that night because of the storm, and they started 40 minutes late. And they had to, switch the things up and do promos backstage and not plan promos. But I thought they recovered pretty good, and I thought it was a good match. I did hear today that the fans was real upset because of the delay and was booing and stuff, which I don't understand. That's not the WWE's fault, with the weather delay and lightning. So
Yeah, if there's lightning, they can't go on with lightning. Somebody get killed, and then they're in trouble.
They also had to, I guess they had to repair the stage and some of the stuff that the wind damaged. So that was a part of it too. They was fixing stuff.
Yeah, I saw things saying that that some of their set got damaged.
Yeah.
What, due to weather?
Yeah. They had like a 40. It was supposed to start at 8:00 Saturday night. It didn't start till like 20 to 9 because of weather.
Where was this at?
Tampa.
Oh, so it was probably nice as hell out, but
It
weather got bad.
It was raining and had lightning, so they had to delay. It didn't start till, like I said, till almost 20 to 9.
Hey, that's
It was
part
like
of
40,
it,
40.
man.
But dude, the unscripted promos and shit that they done, that was some of the best part of the night. They done a great job of doing them promos and stuff and filling in, killing time until they got started, I thought.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, you mean they got something, and hey, anything can happen, especially when you're dealing with weather.
Well, the wrestlers were doing them promos, and they was just off the top of their head. They wasn't scripted. It wasn't people.
Right.
It wasn't all watered down from where people had critiqued it and stuff. It was just boom.
That's sometimes when you get your best stuff.
Oh, it was good.
Hell yeah.
And another match that surprised me was that Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison. Bad Bunny surprised me. He done real good for.
Yeah, he did outstanding, and he did a fantastic job. And then which came out later on that Damian Priest was hurt, had a hurt back, so he didn't wrestle. I mean, he did wrestle in the match, but not as much probably as normal. So Bad Bunny had to carry the load, but did great. But I mean, really, the heroes there is Miz and John Morrison. I mean,
Yeah,
not saying they carried him, but they made him look good. I mean, they set everything up for him, and Miz and Morrison did a fantastic job of being the heels and putting him in the right positions, and it was one of the better matches of both nights.
Yeah, it was.
Did Bad Bunny win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Dude,
he wasn't one of them guys that were guessing that just like stood on the apron.
Right.
He was in the match more than his partner was because his partner was injured.
Oh,
so
shit.
I mean he was in the match most of the thing. And he done some good stuff. Took some big hits. He surprised me.
I can't believe that.
But they said he put a lot of work in. It was working. He was there at that performance center every day working.
Sounds like it. If he did that good, I've heard that he did good. So.
But the Miz is underrated in my opinion. The Miz he's one of the best they have. When he sells stuff, he's good.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's a good marketer. That's for sure.
And Morrison's good too. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Morrison's good too.
Miz seems like their go-to guy. Because I seen him. I was listening to him. He was on Colin Cowherd's show. I was like, what?
Who?
The Miz.
Miz, yeah. Every now and then,
he was on Dan Patrick.
Dan Patrick, okay.
Yeah.
But every now and then, Cowherd will have some of the wrestlers on there.
Okay.
Because of Fox.
Since John Cena's been gone, Miz has kind of took up, in a way, kind of his place as a spokesperson for WWE. I mean, cause he's on all these shows and he does a lot of that stuff, media stuff, and so I mean that's why he said I heard an interview with him on Busted Open that he was in the match he wanted to be in. He said if I couldn't be in the championship match, he said I'm in the highest profile match probably on the, which it probably was. It was covered by all media sites, Entertainment Tonight, and everything. I mean, the most talked about the match all weekend or since the weekend was Bad Bunny because he's a celebrity. So it was the highest profile match as far as, people that ain't real wrestling fans. I mean, it was the highest profile match.
Yeah. And like you said the other night, it drew in a bunch of Hispanic fans.
Yep. Yeah, hell yeah.
So they got their normal fans, and then they got their fans that are that was drew in all the Hispanic fans that was drew in by Bad Bunny. Hey. What'd you think about the Rollins and Cesaro match?
I thought it was real good. One of the better matches. I thought they both put on a good show. I think the right guy won, going with Cesaro, made the fans happy.
I was glad they finally let Cesaro get a big win at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because I think they're pushing Cesaro. I don't think they'll give him the belt, but I think he may be next in line to possibly take on Roman Reigns. Is what I figure. Maybe a couple months feud with him, and I think they're going to push him.
That would be good. I think him and Reigns have put on some good matches.
Reigns won a match, didn't he? Roman Reigns won a match. I seen something.
Yeah.
On night 2.
Hell yeah.
Then you had the cage match with Shane and Strowman. What'd you think of that?
It was actually a little bit better than what I thought it'd be. I thought they did a few things that I had never seen before, like Braun, pulling Shane McMahon's hand through the cage and trapping him, and then ripping the cage apart. It wasn't the best match on the show, but I thought it was entertaining, and the fans seemed to respond to it pretty well. So I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah, dude, Shane had his hand through like a piece of fence, and then that Strowman had a hold of his hand and reached up and like ripped the fence, and then grabbed Shane and pulled him back into the cage.
Holy shit!
It was pretty. Yeah, that part was pretty cool.
If I go to an event, I want to see Shane McMahon wrestle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, Shane took Shane done some of his big hit stuff like he always does.
Yeah, he got thrown off the top of the cage at 15, 20 feet into the ring.
Hey, Shane still got it.
I thought he was going to try to. I really did thought he was going to try to get up top of the cage and do like a coast to coast thing or something there at first.
Yeah, I could kill him probably.
And then
Oh, shit.
on the other match was what? Oh, you had the New Day with the AJ Styles and Omos. I like the way that match ended too. They made the Omos look good.
They made almost. I mean, I thought they booked it perfectly. I mean, they tried to keep almost out of the ring. New Day beating up on AJ Styles for a big part of the match, and then once almost come in, he just destroyed both of them, and they made him look like a big monster heel. They could be building a big star there if they do it right.
Oh yeah,
I really like the way that match was done. I thought it was good.
I did too. I thought it was a real good match. Dude, that Omos is huge, man.
Is he?
What is he like 7?
Yeah, you was
Is he
telling me about
7'2"?
Yeah.
I think they said legitimately at least 7'3".
He's
Holy
a big
shit.
dude.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he made his in ring debut. It was good.
He gonna go against the Big Show.
Don't get me wrong. The new Day made him look good too. They're good.
Yeah.
So he won?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they walked out there with the AJ Styles on his shoulders. Shit.
I like that.
I think
Carrying him out on your shoulders.
the only other match was the main event, wasn't it, Dad?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you had the tag team turmoil, the ladies,
oh yeah.
which was
It's always
probably
good
the worst
matches.
match on the card.
Yeah, it wasn't very
it
good.
It wasn't real good. It wasn't very good. Yeah, that they fell on that one. I think, but I mean, I think the right team won.
The execution
Natalia
just
and,
wasn't very good.
And Snuka, I think the right team won that. But yeah, it wasn't very good. But now the main event, most people think it's close. Most people think it was the match of WrestleMania period. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. It was a real good match. Had a lot of emotion to it. I think that's why the fans responded so well. Both of them did a lot of good things. That when Bianca Belair picked her up over her head, down on the floor, walked up the stairs with her, and and that was unbelievable.
Dude, pressed like this.
She walked
Holy shit.
10, 15 feet.
Walked up
upstairs.
the steel steps, dude, with her pressed over her head like this.
Damn. That's impressive for her. That's impressive.
Oh yeah,
I
dude.
don't wanna say,
I don't know if I'd ever seen that before.
I've never seen that. I've never seen a male wrestler do that.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen that
I walk
before.
up the stairs.
No,
Holy shit.
no, that was a good
Some
match.
roids for you. On them roids.
Banks is good in the ring too.
Yeah.
I think they have a big star with Belair if they use her right.
Yeah, I think so too.
But going back to that women's tag team match real quick. I thought it was funny when Natalia was trying to get Tamina to go up and do the splash. Tamina looked at her like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go do that.
She acted like she was tired and like she
Like, I ain't
acted like
doing
she didn't want to do it.
Yeah, she looked at her like, what the hell? I don't want to do that. She done it. But
I don't think it was
It's
planned. I think Natalia was supposed to put on the sharpshooter and win, and I think Natalia decided, hey, no, let's give her that moment and told her to get up there. But I don't think it was planned.
Yeah, because she looked like she was surprised. She's like,
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
don't want to do
damn.
that. I'm tired.
she done it, but yeah, she didn't want to.
The Snoop's cousin? Or Snoop's cousin?
That's Banks. Yeah, she lost.
She lost. Snoop's pissed.
But they put on a good show.
Hell yeah. I always like watching the women matches. I always like watching them.
You got anything else on night one?
No, not really. Most people think night one was the best night. I think it was close, but yeah, I think the wrestling might have been a little bit better on night two, but I think just a little bit. But I think the emotion and the crowd and everything all together, night one probably might have been a little stronger.
Yeah, I think night one was a little stronger. But I think some of what makes me think night one was a little stronger was going into it. I was expecting more out of night two.
Yeah.
And then night two didn't. I mean, not that was bad, but it didn't live up to what I was expecting after what night one was.
Well, I think a
And I
lot
think
of it would hurt.
go ahead.
Well, I think hurt night two a little bit. What hurt night two a little bit was, I think if they would have changed the order of the matches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
think
The way that started, because when that match ended, I was confused. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, what
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss? What was that? What happened to her there? What was that supposed to mean? What?
Yeah.
It looked like they started a feud between her and the Fiend.
I think so. I know they said that Braun Strowman, or not Braun Strowman, excuse me, Bray Wyatt posted a thing on Twitter, and it's a picture of Delilah and Samson, which, if you know the biblical story of Delilah and Samson, they were together, and Samson was super strong, and Delilah, what made him super strong was supposedly his long hair. Well, Delilah turned on him and cut his hair. And so that's why it looks like that they're going to try to build a feud between them two. And it is rumored that Orton's going to take some time off.
You think that was Bray, or do you think that was his brother?
I don't think it was. I don't know who was in there, but I don't think it was Bray. I think Bray is thicker, and I don't think it was him.
That's what I was saying. I thought the guy was thin. I don't know. It didn't look like the same guy to me anyway. It didn't look like, I didn't think it was a Bray. And whoever it is did have a tattoo on the back of their neck.
Yeah, back of the neck. But they're not showing his arms or anything.
No.
So they keep him covered up, and they kept him covered up ever since he came back. So, I don't know.
Well, if it is Bray, he's lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, it was strange because I think they did everything right going into the match as far as with how they had him come out, and his entrance and everything was fantastic. I think the crowd loved it. The crowd, I think, was into the match, and then all of a sudden, boom, Randy Orton pins him real quick after about 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah, out of nowhere. It was weird.
And the crowd was stunned, and it was really weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I said, at the end of that match, I was confused. I was like, "What just happened?" The
timing was off.
The entrance was awesome. Like he said, the match was going real good. Then all of a sudden, it was like, boom, Randy Orton win. It was just the way it ended was weird.
And they had him set up. It looked like the Fiend was going to win. And all of a sudden, when he comes out, they had a great big Jack in the Box. And Alexa Bliss, a giant thing. This thing, I don't know.
Huge. She turned this big old crank.
10 feet tall, probably 20 foot tall,
Holy
real wide.
shit.
Huge. And she cranks this thing, and he comes up out of that.
Yeah, he popped up out of the box.
Came out.
That's how the Fiend came out. It was cool. It was cool, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then when he was getting ready to pin Randy Orton, she shows up on top of the box out of nowhere, and black blood or whatever is coming from her head, like down her face and eyes. And she reaches out for the Fiend to come to her. Well, the Fiend lets go of Orton, takes a step toward her, and then Orton hits the RKO, pins him, and Fiend gets right back up. Orton's gone. Fiend gets right back up and starts walking towards her. Well, then everything goes black for probably, I don't know, a minute, and then the box is gone and all of them's gone. I don't know how they got the box out of there that quick.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they
got the box in. You think they got the box in there quick too.
Yeah.
So, but Orton won though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orton won.
And then that happened.
And she was sitting there in that box with this black stuff running down her face.
Was it supposed to be blood or?
Yeah, I don't know.
Black looking fluid. I don't know if it's blood or what it is.
And she was just like kind of reaching out. It was,
Randy Orton.
It was weird, dude.
Randy Orton on 2 or 3 occasions had been coughing up a black fluid like that.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know where they're going with it. Maybe find out tonight. I know they're having a Firefly Funhouse. Bray Wyatt is tonight on Raw. They've already announced it. So
I'll probably go watch some of it when we get done. I don't have the TV in here right now, and We couldn't find a stream of it on the computer.
Yeah. The tag team just made their re-debut.
So I have to wait.
One has been gone for a while. The Viking Raiders.
Oh, they're back.
Injury. They just came back.
I like them. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, they just came back.
Okay, so we talked about the first match. Let's talk about Owens and Zayn. What do you think of that match?
I thought it could have been a little longer, but I thought it was one of the better matches on both shows. I thought it was real good. I thought it should open the show.
Yeah, if you opened the show with that match, the energy of the fans, it would have got the fans going and got the fans up, ready for the rest of the show.
Chris, that won the next match. The women's match won.
Get the fans up and going.
Oh yeah, the women's was the next match. That was the third match, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the third match. See, that was the
so
thing.
What was it? It was
that weird match.
So the second match was Rhea and Asuka.
No.
It was that tag team.
Tag team.
Yeah, it was the women's tag team.
Nia and them was tag team, women's tag team championship, and
okay,
it was better than the women's the night before, but it still wasn't great. But it was better.
Okay, so that was the second match. Owens and Zayn was the third match, right?
Third match, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that women's tag team, it was better than, you're right, it was better than night one, but
it was the weakest match on the second night.
Yeah. And it was the weakest match on the first night.
Yeah.
But the Owens and Zayn match, I thought it was real good. I knew they were going to beat the hell out of each other.
What Edge looked like?
Quick,
What'd you say?
Okay, you can go ahead, Tony.
One thing I was going to say real quick is something I did find out today, that I guess that Vince had every wrestler that was on the roster. It's on the roster showed up, and they were on stage before the show started, so everybody got a payday. So I mean, even if you wasn't wrestling on the show, they had everybody on the stage that wrestles for the company. So he threw everybody in, and so I'm sure they got a payday.
So they all got paid?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I knew he had. They had. Yeah, you could tell they had a bunch of people up there on the stage.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. We should have talked about that. That was the way they started WrestleMania. I thought was pretty awesome.
Yeah, Vince came out and welcomed the crowd, and how much they had missed. The crowd been missing. Since the pandemic, and welcomed everybody, all the fans there, and told everybody thank you. Had everybody on the stage. You could tell all the wrestlers were excited. It was pretty cool.
And then Vince gives out his big welcome to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It was cool the way they started. It was cool the way they started, I thought.
Was Edge in this?
Yeah, the third.
He was in the main event of the second night.
How was he looking?
Oh, he looked good.
Hey,
we'll get to that match 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What's next match?
The third
was it Riddle and Sheamus?
The third match was Kevin Owens Zayn, and then the fourth match was it was Riddle and Sheamus.
I thought that was a good match.
I thought it was one of the most hard hitting matches of both nights. Yeah, it was real good. Like I said, the Wrestlemania night too might have been a little better, but just the overall package I think made one a little bit better. But
I think it was the order, the way they started. I think if they would have had a different order, that people would think night two was the better night.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, but Sheamus and Riddle put on a heck of a show. But both of them, Sheamus is a tough dude. He was in the UFC. He's got a good character going now, with the kind of dopey stoner character. And
Riddle.
Right. Yeah, Riddle.
Dude, he rides out on a scooter. One of them little scooters.
Oh my
and
god!
He comes down the ramp and then goes around the ring.
But he
in the way he talks, he sounds like he's like a surfer stoner dude.
Okay,
surfer dude.
I got you.
Yeah, he got a good character.
That's a good character.
He used to be he used to fight in the UFC.
Okay.
Riddle.
Okay.
Oh, and
you probably seen him fight in the UFC before, Steve.
I'd have to see him. I definitely.
Yeah, he hits hard. He hits hard, and Sheamus hits harder. So them two. They went at it. It was a real good. But the thing of it is, they changed a bunch of championships over the weekend. I think they got 5 or 6 new champions, and so they went younger, and in a lot of areas, not all of them, but I mean, they changed the look going into, it's kind of their new season. Tonight starts a new season with Raw. So I mean, they definitely changed their look.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I thought I lost you for some reason.
That's what I thought too. It sounded like it for a second.
Yeah, it did. And was it Rhea Ripley and Asuka was next, right?
Yeah, let me tell you. Yep. Yeah.
What did you think of that
I think
match?
yeah.
I thought that was a real good match.
I thought it was real good. Billy Ray and David Greco and Buster Dope talking about that, and it made a lot of sense that the match was good, but the story wasn't emotion there. I mean, they run Rhea Ripley in. She challenged Asuka for the championship, 3 weeks ago, and that was pretty much made her debut. It really wasn't any story like there was for Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. There was a lot more emotion, a lot more story, which I don't know that the wrestling was a whole lot better in that match than it was. But you could tell the crowd was more into Sasha and them, so I think it made the match a little better. But after the wrestling match, the action and stuff was good. I feel kind of bad for Asuka because she's been carrying the ball for him for a long time. She's never won a WrestleMania match. She's 0-4 at WrestleMania. So I feel kind of bad for her. But if you look at the women's division in the SmackDown, the champion is Bianca Belair. Brand new, not really, not been wrestling that long. You've got Rhea Ripley, the champion of Raw, 24 years old, and then you got that Gonzalez, Raquel Gonzalez, the champion of NXT, who's not been wrestling a long time, probably about 26 years old. So they were definitely going younger and changing the look of the division, and still got great stars like Sasha Banks and Bayley and Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. So I mean, they're really building up that women's division, making it stronger.
Yeah, I thought that match was real good. I thought it's actually pretty hard hitting too.
Yeah.
And then the next one was Big E and Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that match?
I thought it was real good. I thought it was a little short, but I thought they pulled off some real good moves, some hard-hitting stuff. I liked it. I was hoping Big E would win. I thought he deserved to hold the belt a little longer, but I can understand they want to build Apollo and build another, good heel character. I think they're going in the right direction with him. So, I thought it was a good match.
Oh, I wish they'd give Big E a push.
Yeah.
I think he could be real good, real big star if they give him a singles push. He's good on the mic. His personality. I mean, I don't know. I just wish they'd give him a singles push. Look what he did with the New Day. He made them all kinds of money with the New Day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he was a big part of that.
Oh yeah.
Because, I mean, him and Kofi might have been a little bit bigger name than him. But both them were bigger names than that Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I think he's good too.
Yeah, Woods has really shown more personality and
yeah, he's gotten better.
Big E's went to SmackDown. So I mean, yeah.
And then we only have just the main event left?
Yep, the main event.
The main event was Roman Reigns, Edge, and Daniel Bryan in a triple threat match.
Edge didn't win?
But Roman Reigns won. I thought it was outstanding. It was real close between that and the ladies' match on night one, being the best match of the whole WrestleMania. But definitely of night two, Roman Reigns, Edge, and Daniel Bryan was best. They did some stuff that I'd never seen before. That one part of the match, Stevie, they had Edge with what do they even call the move? Basically trying to choke out Roman Reigns. Edge was, and Daniel Bryan comes on the other side of him, puts on the same move on the other side of him, and then they start fighting between each other, start headbutting each other.
Oh my God!
While they're both trying to choke him out at the same time. It was really
that's
cool.
good
I'm
stuff.
not
Yeah,
sure
that was
exactly.
cool. And then when they tried the double spear,
The double spear, I'd never seen that before.
that was cool.
And they did that perfectly.
So who did the double spear?
Edge and Roman Reigns.
Edge and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, they both hit the ropes, came running at each other, and both went for a spear at the same time. It was,
Man, that's good.
I've never seen that
and that
before. That was pretty cool.
No, and that could go wrong. That could look really bad, but they made it look great. So, I mean, they did a good job.
They had the right guys
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Edge is a legend. You think you know me?
I thought it was real good, and I mean, I know the ratings have been up since Roman Reigns had been champion on SmackDown, and so I'm not surprised they didn't give up the belt. And I mean, I would love to see Daniel Bryan or Edge win, but I think they're still going to have a big feud between Daniel Bryan and Edge. So, and then Roman Reigns will move on to somebody else.
The way they ended that match, it looked like they're getting ready to start a feud between Edge and Bryan, which I think is going to be great.
Yeah, on two occasions, one point Edge had Roman Reigns pinned, and out of nowhere Daniel Bryan come in and pulled him off. Well, then by the same token, one time Daniel Bryan had Roman Reigns and Edge cost him the belt. So in a triple threat, you don't want nobody to say the other guy because you've lost.
And then that look that Edge
you know,
gave Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Man, that's a good way to end it, though.
It was a good match.
Those three.
Just so you know, because I'm watching Raw right now. Raw's been on 35 minutes. Sometimes it's real talk heavy.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to start their third match already.
Damn, that's not like Raw. That's more like SmackDown.
Well, listen, they started off tonight with Lashley and Riddle. That was the first match. The second match was the two guys that were in the Hurt business. I'm getting bad with names sometimes. So it was them two against the team that just debuted. And now they're getting ready to have Asuka and Ripley in a rematch for the belt from last night.
You think they're going to take the belt off Ripley already?
Rip
I don't think so. And Charlotte Flair just came out.
Oh, Flair came back? She's
Yeah,
had
she just walked
COVID,
out on
right?
stage. She had COVID, yeah.
I thought that's why she'd been out for a while.
Well, what came out was that she had COVID, and then when they did some testing, they thought some kind of thing came back, and they thought she was pregnant too.
Oh.
But then she went to the doctor and followed up, and even though the count was high, that they alerted her to that when she did a pregnancy test, she wasn't pregnant.
Oh, okay. So that's the other reason she's been out.
Yep.
Overall, I thought this year's WrestleMania was a little bit better than last year's. What'd you think?
Definitely with the fans.
I was going to say the fans made having the live fans made it was such a big difference.
It's not really a fair comparison. I thought through the times last year, the way everything was looking gloomy. This pandemic, everything was closed down. Every time you stay in your house, don't leave your house.
Yeah,
I thought it was exactly what the doctor ordered. Putting on WrestleMania.
And I thought it was a good. I'm not saying it wasn't a good show. I thought it was good. Just the fans, though, having the fans, like you said, it's not fair to compare them because of that.
No. Wrestling's one of them.
But having the 20, even though it was only 25,000 fans, it made a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's 25,000.
Yeah, but usually there's what?
Yeah. Right.
Close to 100,000 at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Now let me ask you something. The question they've been asking, Chris, because you watched WrestleMania for years and years and years. Do you think they should continue the 2-night WrestleMania and not go back to the 1 night?
Yeah, I like the 2-night.
I do too. It's been conflicting reports. Originally, they had said that came out in January that WrestleMania was going to be in Dallas where the Cowboys play, and it was going to be on April 3rd. But last night when they said that it was going to be in Dallas, and it just said in April, it didn't have a date. So, do you think they could sell? Because you're talking about 100,000 seats. Do you think they could sell 100,000 seats for both nights?
I do. I think they could easily.
I don't know about easily.
Oh, I think reason I think they can't easily is
You're
because
talking about 200,000.
That's a lot of fucking people.
But here's why: you're going to have a lot of people that couldn't get tickets for night one. They're going to get tickets, and then you're going to have a lot of people that that's going to want to go to both nights. That's the reason I think because a lot of people will go to both nights if they can.
Yeah,
well, nothing.
you
They
get
can cut
people
prices.
that.
I mean, you could cut prices. If you're going to do 200,000 tickets instead of 100,000, you could sell combo tickets and cut the fee down some.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying.
Yeah, if a ticket was like
$100,
if a ticket was $125 for the first night, and you want to get it for both nights instead of it being $250, make it like $225.
$200, $225, and you're still going to make a ton of money because you're selling.
And if I'm going, if I could afford it, that's exactly what I would do. If I could go both nights for around $225, $250, I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then they're pretty much taking over the market because they said probably what it's going to be. It'll be Monday Night Raw, Tuesday and Wednesday will be NXT, Thursday will be the Hall of Fame, Friday will be SmackDown, and then Saturday and Sunday WrestleMania. WrestleMania will become a week long.
So they're going to start doing NXT on Tuesday and Wednesdays.
Well, they did this year. They did Wednesday, Thursday. Since then, people think since NXT is going to be Tuesday. I'm just talking about for that WrestleMania.
Or for like takeovers.
They would
okay.
do takeover again on a Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
Because they'll probably would book out an arena, like where the Mavericks play or something.
Yep.
And do it from there and sell tickets.
Yeah. I want to go to a WrestleMania, but I also want to go to that the WrestleMania experience.
Yeah.
Just like I want to go to that Super Bowl experience. I'm still mad at myself for not going when it was in Indianapolis.
I know we were supposed to have.
I should have went and I didn't.
We were supposed to have the All-Star game this year.
Yeah,
for the NBA.
I wanted to go to that,
but nope.
1 year,
2024.
What was it,
though,
Dad?
I think is when it's coming.
A couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, they had the baseball All-Star game in Cincinnati, and I checked about getting tickets. And dude, these tickets were standing room only, and you didn't have a view of the field, and they wanted like $150 a ticket. You didn't have a view of the field, and you had to stand the whole time. But going back to WrestleMania, the reason one of the reasons I like the 2 nights is because for one, 7.5, 8 hours is a long time to sit and watch.
Yeah, too long.
And especially with the way my body is right now, if I would have felt like I did last night, the first night, I wouldn't have been able to sit there for the whole 8 hours. No. I didn't feel good at all last night, but I wanted to watch it all, so I just made it through it. But I don't know, my legs was killing me last night. No, I liked night one just a little bit better than night two, but I thought both of them was good nights.
Yeah. I thought it was a good show.
You throw the NXT show in there. I mean, they had that's a tough a good 4 days of entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Because the NXT the takeover show was right up there with WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
One
just
day,
as good, if not better. So.
One day, WrestleMania. That's what I'm with.
It's so long, dude.
One day.
They start like at 6 or 7 and it lasts till like midnight or longer.
Start at 4.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Start at 4.
They about have to, man. But then if you do that, it's starting so early on the West Coast.
I know that's the thing about it. The West Coast.
I love the 2 nights. The one thing I did miss is the regular Hall of Fame thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool that they had it this year, but it's a lot better when they have the all the wrestlers there and fans and all that.
The wrestlers and people introducing them and everything. Yeah.
So I'd like to go to watch that. Because don't they sell tickets to so many fans for that?
Yeah.
See, I think that'd be cool to go watch.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a good Hall of Fame class.
Yeah, they would probably do that in like maybe where if they could get it, where like the Mavericks play, that's where they would have the Hall of Fame at.
Okay, and they have like the wrestlers on the floor level and then fans up in the seats.
Yep.
See, I think that'd be cool to go to.
Oh yeah.
But no, I think Takeover was just as good. I don't know, it was right there. I really liked the second night of Takeover. And the first night of Takeover was real good too.
Yeah, both. It's hard to say which one was better. They were both so good.
One reason I say the second night is because that I really liked that Adam Cole and O'Reilly match. I thought that match was real good.
NXT
I
is
love
nice.
Takeover. Yeah, NXT. I'm kind of partial to the NXT because of the wrestling so hard hitting and stuff. But it's hard to compare it to WrestleMania because at Takeover they were in a smaller building and they only had maybe a couple hundred people there.
Yeah.
And
Right.
compare that to 25,000 people and the huge stage and fireworks. It's it's an experience, an extravaganza. It's it's hard to compare the two. But
Oh yeah, because some of the entrances last night were awesome.
yeah, I mean the Orton and match with the Fiend. Hell, the Fiend entrance was longer than the match was.
I couldn't believe how long that video was with Orton just standing in the ring.
I know.
I mean, that video was forever before the Fiend ever came out, dude. It was a good, 2-3 minutes, if not longer.
Oh yeah.
And Orton just chilling out there in the ring.
Well, just last night
it was
when
different.
they introduced Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns and Edge. I mean, it takes for them three entrances to come in and everything. It's 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was hoping they'd let Daniel Bryan win that match.
Edge.
Yeah. The other thing was cool, Stevie, that they did the entrance for Bad Bunny on night one. He came in on top of the semi.
Oh shit!
Into the arena.
Hey, shout out to Bad Bunny, man.
They show him like on the highway and on top of the semi.
Coming
and
into
then
the
it fades
arena.
away, and then fades away, and then it shows him coming to the arena on the semi on top of it.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's pretty cool.
That is.
Hey,
cool.
he put on a show. He surprised me. I'll give him his props.
Yeah,
he surprised the hell out of me. He put on a show.
You need to look that up and have Stevie watch it. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I will.
I heard he did good.
I'll show the Stevie some. Well, I can get on the network and show it to him.
Oh, the fans think the WWE should sign him to a contract. They don't understand. The dude's going to go on tour. He's going on tour.
Yeah, he's gonna make more.
And he's real big with the Hispanic people.
He's huge.
I think he'd be. I kind of wish I understood Spanish because I think I might like his music.
Yeah,
but it's what I mean. But it's hard, when you don't know what it's saying.
I've never heard his.
Oh, dude, that Booker T song. He has a song named Booker T, and he performed it at that one pay-per-view. Booker T was just standing there, not moving, and he's running around them, rapping and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember when Booker T was talking to that one dude from ESPN on the McAfee show?
Yeah,
dude, that was some good shit.
Helwani.
Yeah. Booker T was, dude.
Them two were talking shit. Oh, hey,
they was talking some shit.
When you get Helwani off of ESPN, he's funnier than fuck.
I know it.
When he can just be himself, don't have to worry about what he said. What he says as much. I mean, he still has to worry about what he says because he works for ESPN, but he can show a little different side of himself that he can on ESPN. He plays that Helwani on a McAfee, and it's funnier than hell.
It's funny, dude.
Yeah.
He comes out in the luchador mask and shit.
Daniel Cormier about to get in the WWE.
Yeah, he called Cormier that one time. They had Booker T and Cormier and all of them on the line at one time. That's funny.
Something I noticed, I found out today, and not got to do with WWE, but does sports. Did you see that the Bare Knuckles thing, the Bare Knuckles fighting, they got a new card April 30th coming up. But anyway,
April 30th?
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't know this. They signed 2 former UFC guys, former champions. One of the Silvers.
One of the Silvers? Is it Tim?
Yeah, Vanderlei.
Vanderlei Silva. Okay.
Oh, damn.
He signed. And then another dude that was a champion, I can't think of his name. Big dude. One of the dudes that beat Brock Lesnar. One of the dudes that beat Brock Lesnar. Knocked him out.
Yeah, there was
knocked Brock Lesnar out?
Can't think of who he fought now.
I can't remember his name, but anyway, he's also signed with the Bare Knuckles.
Cain Velasquez?
Overeem.
No.
Not Overeem?
No, not Overeem. Not Overeem. At least I thought
Junior
he
Dos
did.
Santos.
He's a big dude, nah. He's a big dude, but I can't remember his name. But both of them have signed with Bare Knuckles, and they think one of them may be competing. They think Silver may be in August.
Huh.
I can't remember the other name. And I know the girl that performed last time that was with UFC.
Yeah.
They got
Paige
beat.
Van Zandt.
She's
Oh, yeah,
doing
I seen
another
that.
one coming up. She's doing another one pretty soon.
Hey,
She
Real quick,
she got
what did you
beaten
think
at.
of the?
did she?
What did you think of the after the WrestleMania, the Stone Cold interview with Jericho?
Oh, I thought that was awesome.
I did too.
Some of the stories that Jericho told, and then it wasn't all watered down. They talked about a lot about AEW. They talked about everything. It wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I thought it was real
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you can tell how close he is with Vince McMahon. Jericho is, even though he don't work for him anymore. Told that story and I can't remember. You might remember that Vince McMahon's two favorite bands was one was AC/DC. Do you remember the other one?
Dang it. Was it Rolling Stones?
Yeah, Rolling Stones and AC/DC. That's Vince McMahon's favorite band.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
Yeah, they were on a flight
That's
from
cool.
somewhere, a long,
Jericho's
long
the
flight,
man.
coming from somewhere, and said it was 4:00 in the morning. They got in and been drinking. Both of them been drinking all night, and
Yeah.
on the plane. And he wanted Jericho to go work out with him, and Jericho said, "I'm going to go to bed. I gotta get up at 7, so I gotta get up at 6:30." And said he got a phone call. It was Vince at 7 in the morning. He was in the gym lifting the stuff, and Jericho's home bed and woke Jericho up. And so then still, he's 76 and he works out every day.
I've been out drinking and stuff all night. It was still at the gym at 6 in the morning.
Damn.
Jericho, so I'm
That's
going
how-
to bed.
Hey, some people are like that, bro. Some people can stay up, drink all night, and get up and go to work at 6 in the morning.
Jericho told him I'm going to bed.
They said Vince McMahon only sleeps 3 hours a day. Still.
See, some people are just like, I'm not lying. I need my sleep, man. But some people are just
3
like
hours
that.
a day. And he's still up by 4 o'clock, about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning every day. So first thing he does is go to the gym, and he usually does a night workout too.
Man.
Yeah, dude.
Some people are just built like that, man.
And they said he eats about real rare steak about every meal.
Who's that? Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He's rare steak for every meal.
I can't find who the
Vince McMahon he's a great owner and business.
I tried to look on that bare knuckle, but I can't see who's on that card for the 30th.
The things like that he would let,
It's
like,
just showing me the main event.
Yeah.
could you imagine like being worth that much money and you're still like out there doing these things like with the people that work for you? Like that's genius. That's next level. That's why this company is still successful. Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, two years, last WrestleMania, they brought in the dude from the tight end from the Patriots, the host. He used to be with the Patriots. Now he's with Tampa Bay. What's his name, Chris?
Gronkowski.
oh, Gronk.
Gronkowski. They brought him in the host, and they wanted him to jump off this they had him on top of this little staging area, and they wanted him to jump off the staging area. And he was a little leery about it. And Vince said, "What do you mean you're leery about it?" So Vince said, "I'll show you." So Vince jumped off that damn stage.
Hey.
And to show him there was nothing to worry about. He did 75-year-old man did that 12-foot leap off that stage and onto the mat.
Right. Hey, see,
Crazy.
that's what you got to do. See, Vince will do that to get something done. Vince is the man, dude.
I'm gonna have to watch that bare knuckle on the 30th. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good. It's
I'm gonna have to look it up and let you know who that
it's
other fighter is.
Kleckler versus Burns, and you have Stamps versus Reichman. Godbeer versus Terrell. That's the only ones I see so far.
Yeah, it wasn't a big name. They were real big names, but yeah, they said they had signed 2 guys. Both of them were heavyweights, and I thought one of them beat Lesnar. I thought. But I could
I'll
be
have to
wrong.
look that up. I'll have to look that up. No, overall, I thought it was a good WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, I did too. I thought it was real good.
Well, you got anything else you want to add about it?
Nah, I don't think so.
All right. Well, thank Scrappy. Thanks for joining us, and we're trying to get the thing working where you can join us with video. That way, where you can see us and we can see you. We have it working everything but audio, so I'm gonna get that figured out tonight.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
All right. Talk to you later.
Later,
Talk
Tony.
to you guys later. All right, man. Later.
All right, bye.
Dude, he knows so much about wrestling, man.
Hey, encyclopedia. He knows what he's talking about, man.
Oh yeah, he does. He knows so much, dude. He remembers from years and years and years. Thanks for joining us. Hope everybody enjoyed the WrestleMania recap. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get notifications. You can follow us on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room or Gonzalez Sports. You can find them at both. Like and follow us on the social medias. Be a friend, tell a friend. Thanks for watching. Or if you're listening on Spotify or Anchor Podcast, thanks for listening to the audio.
Go.
Peace.
Peace.